Hello again. Sorry about this second video. Hopefully you're not sick of listening to me. I do have some thoughts and comments on the airport traffic and traffic from Southwest Boise and the Vista interchange. Over the last few months, I've been driving back and forth from Southwest Boise to Vista and into the Vista neighborhood quite regularly, more than I've ever had before in the past. And I've just noticed some issues, and I thought I would share my comments and just observations. First of all, the right turn lane at Vista exit to get to the airport is regularly backing up extensively, almost to the end and into the flow of traffic on the freeway. I'm not sure if it's just the timing that I've been there, but it seems like it's happening probably twice, maybe 3 times a day, maybe more. That's troubling because the times that I have seen it haven't been really rush hour times when you have a lot of traffic and people are more aware and kind of more alert and driving a little bit slower, but it's been at odd times during the day when traffic is light and people are hauling ass down the freeway, and then you get off, and lots of times when you first get off, it splits again to 2 lanes, and traffic stopped. You can't really just easily swing around to that second lane to get off the freeway at Vista. Obviously that's a scary part. You really have to be alert when that's happening. And the other thing is that if you see that ahead and you're aware of it, and then you just delay a little bit before you get off onto the on-ramps and you take that other lane to turn left on Vista, you're flying by these stop parked cars, and more than once I've had cars trying to get out of that lane from a standstill in front of freeways, people coming off the freeway at freeway speeds. You really have to be alert. I'm not sure if that's a signal issue or exactly what the answer is, but it may need an additional right turn lane at the freeway. I don't know. Basically, you are juggling 3 lights there because you've got the traffic off the freeway, you've got the traffic coming up over Vista, and you've got the right street connection. So you've got 3 lights right there that you're dealing with that just increases the issues. Additionally, one thought that I had about alleviating that would be to directing airport traffic to get off at Orchard and come down Wright Street. I think that would help and lessen the traffic on the freeway. Not everybody's going to do that, but you would get some traffic getting off at Orchard. And when you get west of Luke, which is right next to the parking structure that's being built, it appears that there's quite a bit of room on the ACHG, on the right-of-way there in the shoulder, that you could start staging cars, keeping them out of the airport. I realize there's probably issues with that idea, but I think you're going to be getting a lot more traffic going through the airport, and it just does not flow well with people staging to pick people up. I don't quite understand the mindset that it seems to be more convenient to have the driver that's picking the people up wait 20 minutes to a half hour than actually having somebody wait that's got off the plane. We'll have them wait 5-10 minutes for somebody to pick them up. But that's the way it is anyway. Additionally, that made me aware that in the way the luggage carousels are placed at the airport terminal really creates a congestion point right when you get to the airport. It's not spread out, whereas if the luggage carousels were spread out further on that ground level, you would have more people going down to the end to pick people up. That might keep that in mind in future remodel. It seems like the airport's always under some type of remodel, so something to consider. Um, Also, coming from Southwest Boise down the Lake Hazel extension, to get to downtown, to get to Vista, it naturally seems to go to Wright Street. That's actually the inefficient way because you have an extra light. You've got the Wright Street light and then one on Vista for the freeway to deal with. But when you're doing that left turn off of Wright onto Vista, the two left turn lanes to go westbound on the freeway, every time I have turned left off of Wright, those turn lanes are full. And many times there's traffic sitting at the other side of the intersection because they have no place to go. I'm sure people are aware of that, but sometimes you're not. So that seems to be a problem. I think that signage coming from Southwest Boise along Orchard directing downtown traffic to the interstate and utilize the Vista exit is actually a better traffic flow because the left two turn lanes at Vista are rarely full. During rush hour, yeah, they back up, but other than that, there's hardly more than 5 or 6 cars there. So that would help alleviate some of that flow down Wright and put it to the Vista exit. I do believe that terminating that Orchard Street project is very short-sighted, extremely short-sighted, considering the length of time and money that it takes to get that kind of project completed, planned, engineered, all of that. With Muriel Farms, Locale getting built out, you're trying to increase airport traffic, warehouse traffic out of the airport, maybe a third runway at some point. That's going to need to be done. So just walking away from it now doesn't make a lot of sense when it is going to be an issue into the future and probably not that far down the road. Right now, we're lucky that so many of these projects are on hold because of the economy and interest rates. If that changes, we're going to get dumped on with traffic issues that, well, you're going to be behind the 8 ball again. So I think signage at Orchard directing some traffic to Wright and signage from the people coming from Southwest Boise to go use the Vista exit might help. That's just my thoughts and experience from using those lanes. But I've realized that most regional airports have a long thoroughfare to approach the terminal that really spreads out the traffic until you get to luggage pickup and drop off, etc. Boise doesn't have that. You have a very condensed area there around the airport terminal to absorb all of that traffic, and it's getting worse and you're got some problems. Anyway, I hope those suggestions help. If you have any comments or concerns,